universal thing about them, which is that they go, yeah, Steven Seagal is a terrible person.
I'm going out of my head. Yes, I think I'm going out of my
I'm a
head.
global country superstar who's lost his mojo. So he decided to kidnap his fans, force them to live in a poor people town.
The show is going to get you in trouble. I'm sure you got in trouble before with some celebrities. I really love the Steven Seagal. I was laughing my ass off
Oh
watching that
yeah,
show.
he won't
One,
like.
because I don't like the guy, but
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't. You're not alone.
where did that idea come from?
I've been making fun of his ass for over a dozen years. I feel like there's nobody that's probably earned it more than Seagal. I mean, what's funny is, I've been on a bunch of different sets over the years, and every time there's like a stunt coordinator and you bring up his name, it's just crazy because most people on sets, if you bring up a celebrity, they'll just say something nice about them, just like
Mm,
the politics of, of the way it goes. They don't badmouth people. People are like elated to talk trash about Steven Seagal. And you go, I've met people from all these different walks of life, and they have this one universal thing about them, which is that they go, yeah, Steven Seagal is a terrible person. And you hear all these different stories, and you go, I don't know how somebody could be a good guy and have this many people just absolutely trash him.
yeah, I've seen some of those videos about other stunt people talking about it, and I was like, oh my God, what a horrible person.
Yeah, awful.
Now you bear it all in the
Yeah.
show, and you don't polish it up. Everyone they shave all their body hair, blah blah blah, but you're in all natural. Why is it
Mhm.
important for you to to show the realness of that kind of thing?
Well, I mean, I kind of just was like at that point where you're coming up with these stories. You realize that like, oh yeah, that's, this is part of the story is like this person is without clothes. And then I just kind of said like, I wanted it, you want to look perfect. Like there's no like secret about that. You go like, oh, I want to look as perfect as I can. And it motivated me, leading up to the shoot. Like I was training a lot, eating clean. And then there's just like this day where I don't know, you're like one day away and you look in the mirror and you go, oh, I don't look perfect at all. And then you just go like, well, it is what it is, man. This is what I look like. So you just kind of do it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just like you just accept this is the body that I'm in, so this is what it looks like, and you just kind of go for it. I was like, one of the directors was like, "Oh, it's hilarious," and I was like, "No, no, it's not supposed to be hilarious that I'm not looking perfect." And he was like, "Oh, I think it is." I go, "No, I just think it's just this is who I am. You just the guy. This is what I look like, and you kind of just have to like embrace it." And you also have this thing too where you realize that like you're so self-conscious when you're like that. And then like a couple of minutes pass and you're totally relaxed. You just kind of accept it.
Was that the first time you did that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you had to get out of your comfort zone for a little bit, right?
Oh yeah. And like the first day, like every time we would cut, I'd have a towel wrapped around me and I was, like kind of just very aware. And then I don't know, it's like you're on set another hour and then you're like, yeah, I don't need the towel. I'm good. You just kind of You're like everybody's seen it, just kind of keep looking. Yeah. And then nobody cares. Everyone's just like whatever. Because you realize we're all, we're just blobs of flesh walking around and everybody has a body and yeah, you just kind of roll with it.